Welcome. It's exciting to see so many people here. Clearly this topic has relevance to a lot of us. And we have a few goals for this evening's short discussion, and there are so many great ideas for our panelists that they want to share, so we're going to get right to it, because that's what working moms are good at. The theme for the evening is how there are many paths to having a rewarding professional career and an enriching family life. And at different times, we may need different strategies. So the very large panel that are sequestered over here are trailblazers, and we couldn't keep it at a small number because they all represented an interesting story. So we first hope that they inspire. Our hope is that by having such a range, you can each identify with at least one, because you may need different strategies at different points, and they have all done it in a successful way. The next is empowerment. By sharing information about how it's been done well, and with knowledge of how to possibly avoid some missteps, they're willing to share those. We want you to walk away tonight with practical information. So we want you to be able to forge your own path with real ideas that are actionable. In fact, so you don't have to take copious notes tonight, we're going to take all of the insights that they share and put it on Flexperience's website. So relax and enjoy the discussion. We will catalog it all and post it on our website. Lastly, we want you to have a good time. So we had obviously not enough connecting time before the event, so we've learned. There is connecting time after the event, because we really believe that your time spent just talking to each other is just as valuable as the time you're going to spend with the panelists. And I always feel like when I went to sales events, they were super fun, and corporate events were really boring. So we want to give you the practical information of a corporate event, but not make it so boring. So the other thing is, this is just the beginning. We already have started our fall panel, and Rami Lasali, editor of the Huffington Post, flew in from LA to be here tonight. Rami, where are you? Thank you very much. She took an off-ramp of many years and has successfully launched right back into the scene, so she's going to have a lot to share in our next panel. So again, for people who I screwed up the raffle, I'll make it up to you. So once we've met tonight's goals, we also want you to know that this is just the beginning. We are committed to keeping this community of talented, fabulous women connected. So we're going to host East Bay, North Bay, South Bay, whatever you tell us on the survey that we hope you answer later this week when we send it out. So please tell us what your ideas are, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. We understand the logistics part, but you can still tell us. Your ideas will be acted on. Flexperience workforce strategies are not just something that smart moms want to have happen and make mainstream. It's really a larger movement that's more reflective of changing perceptions of what is an exceptional, hard-working executive. One based on achievement, or one based on the number of hours you see them in the office, which is why Flexperience started. My partners and I hit the tipping point of sorts after our second children. We all wanted to work differently, and our previous employers weren't the right fit. So if you want choice in working flexibly, how do you get that with a new company? I have a question for you guys. How many of you are or have a working friend who feels held hostage by their negotiated flex work arrangement? It's daunting to reestablish, I see hands, it's daunting to reestablish your credibility, your internal network. And it reminds me of how when pension plans used to be, and we finally got 401ks, people felt like they could move around and have choice. And we need a different type of choice now. So my partners and I felt there were too few good options, and we wanted to create a new one for everybody. So Flexperience is a new path for talented professionals to consider. Our goal is to provide more choice for professionals in how they contribute their full potential to the world. We specialize in women who've opted out because we think they're an untapped pool of talent, and we can genuinely serve this demographic because we are that demographic. But we also see the bigger movement coming, where dads, baby boomers, many demographics want flexibility and to have their work results be on their own terms. As we've reached out to clients too, we've been impressed by how quickly they get it. Companies want more A players during peak times to backfill maternity leaves, especially in California that are 6 months long. Open requisitions that stay open far too long, it's really difficult. So we bring A players back into the game, and we provide a win-win solution that makes our talent thrilled and our clients thrilled. And almost every instance when we explain who we are and how we help, we hear, it's about time. So we're happy to be here. We're happy to get to know you and to continue this connecting this fabulous group of women in an evolving dialogue. So what's happening tonight is we're going to webcast this. We're going to podcast this for all the, I don't know if there are any people left outside the auditorium, but for all your friends who couldn't make it tonight, they can log on and benefit from all the fantastic expertise that's going to be shared tonight. The other thing I wanted to announce is Flexperience is launching its first annual survey of the top 25 women redefining success. So you can nominate leaders of who you think are fantastic examples of people who figured out professionally rewarding flex career and an enriching personal life. If we create the survey and we create the buzz, it changes the discussion. So we want you to be part of that. Once again, this is just the beginning. So it's also time to recognize the full team that made tonight happen. For those of you who haven't read The Wisdom of Teams, you are watching it in action tonight. First, my immediate team. Hello. Lara and Michelle. Michelle is the most overqualified event planner on the planet. She did so much to make this evening come together successfully. Her organizational skills calm me, and she just makes it come together. Lara kept the core of our business, which isn't event planning, up and running while this event took on a life of its own. And together, the three of us basically do a job share that works beyond our wildest expectations. Flexperience was thrilled that even though we were a minute old, Mommy Tracked and Flexibility Alliance jumped on board to give you this fabulous evening. We all knew that this topic was important. Amy Nassisi, where are you? Stand, please. Amy is driven to impacting the larger framework of flexible work. She's the founder of Flexibility Alliance, which includes social, political, and business frameworks that have to change. And Amy's going to tell us more at the end of the evening about how you can get involved in the changes. Amy Quiros, stand please. Princess Wave. Amy is the founder of mommytrack.com. She is a testament that the best skill I have is in partnering with fabulous people. I called her when my business was just an idea. And the fabulous thing about the Bay Area, entrepreneurs and working mothers really support each other. She graciously helped me and encouraged me. She's one of those rare people who have both business acumen and creative juices. I don't have that. And a seemingly unlimited amount of energy to help other working moms figure out their managed chaos. Trademarked by Amy. Like most working mothers, I have little time to read, but I always make time for Mommy Tracked emails, even when I didn't know you. Everyone needs Mommy Tracked in their lives to reflect, rejuvenate, laugh a little bit at ourselves. But even with all this great planning, it's the power of this group and the importance of this topic that's going to make tonight happen, which is why our sponsors jumped on board. Farella, a lot of you know Farella. It's a quality law firm. It's one of the top. But would you believe that when they heard about this event, within 1 week, we had a check for sponsorship? They get it. We love them. Levi's, and we all know Levi's. They're known for their iconic brand, for pioneering corporate citizenship, and focusing on improving the lives and women of children all over the world. And they have Jody Bricker, who's on our panel, so how cool are they? You'll get to hear her. Chronicle, if you haven't been to their store in the Metreon, you need to go tomorrow. This bookstore is a breath of fresh air. They generously donated the practical books that we're all going to enjoy. It keeps on giving when it's a book. If we ran a little short, give me your name, because again, they generously donated a number of books, but you guys overwhelmed us with your response. With that, I'd like to